and welcome to another episode of Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. I'm Dan, and of course with me is Charlie.
That's me.
That is you.
It is me.
All right, everyone. First and foremost, I will talk about the elephant in the room, or therefore the frog in my throat, I guess I should say, as I'm dealing with a little bit of a head cold. So I will sound a little nasally and a little gravelly voiced, but I am still here because Charlie said I had to be.
Dan's just trying out his sexy voice tonight. That's what he's trying to do.
Well, it may be sexy, but it hurts like hell. I'll tell you that. So anyway.
It's not sexy.
No, not much is.
No.
Charlie, this week's episode is one that kind of just I kind of threw a couple out. This one we landed on this one.
Yeah, this was Dan, we need to pick an episode like 4 days ago.
Yeah, right.
And he says, how about one of these three? And Navy SEALs was one of them. And I'm like,
ooh, Navy SEALs.
Yeah. Ooh, Navy SEALs. I was like, we have to do Navy SEALs. This kind of hits the spectrum of 80s and 90s action hero characters and multiple genre of movies, you know.
Oh yeah, we will talk about that a little bit later in this movie as we in this episode as we start to review things. First of all, a little peek behind the curtain. We have been doing a lot of work here on this side of the microphone, and have a lot of things in the works for you. So that's one of the reasons we didn't talk about an episode for 4 days until we recorded, because we've been busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and say, in what seems like one night, we built a podcast network.
Yeah, so coming up in the not so distant future, the Give Me Back My Action Movies podcast will be morphing into a Give Me Back podcast network affiliation group.
Yeah. We just stuck with the name, but we are going to be developing some more shows in-house.
Yep.
And we're bringing a few shows within the fold, and it's not a stretch of the imagination which ones that are coming in. They're still their shows. They still have their own subscriptions. They do their thing. We're just pretty much going to promote each other. That's kind of what it comes down to. We're still working out the logistics, working on a website, working on social media aspect of things. So yeah,
the other groups are kind of like the affiliates.
Yeah, you could kind of say like affiliates, sister stations, stuff like that. But
yeah,
they filled categories that I didn't want to do because they do it better. You know, I didn't want to start a monster show when we have Sludge over at Sludgecast doing the monster movie Stop Now. I didn't want to do making fun of bad movies all the time. I'm sure we're going to on this show every once in a while.
Movies, don't worry about it.
But you know, Pete and everyone over at Good Beer Bad Movie Night, they already do it, and they do it so well. So, and we have the wrestling show with my cousin Jimmy, that, you know, Live and in Color with Wolfie D. So we're going to build our own. We've already announced that we're doing the horror podcast. We're actually, as of this recording, we are recording Saturday, and we will be releasing it on the 30th of September. So you will hear this before that episode drops, so that it's not like I'm talking past tense or super far in the future. So that's happening, and we have a few yet to be announced projects in the work that are part of our network.
Correct. We have an additional see what kind of information can I tease people with? Okay, so we will have 2 more shows that are going to be definite that we are already working on pre-production elements for. We have a 3rd show that is in
early stages
Blue
of
Sky, Blue Sky idea phase of the program. It will be coming along sooner than later, but we haven't even really started pre-production on that yet.
No, the goal is hopefully by the end of this year, start of next year, everything will be up and running.
Correct. So, and like Charlie hinted at last week's episode, you won't have to really change a lot of subscriptions or anything like that. So,
no.
This feed that you're already subscribed to, you will be getting this podcast along with the horror podcast.
Yep.
And they will pretty much be every other week. So one week
we're
you're going to get
alternate.
this, the next week you're going to get horror, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we're going to have that, and then we're working on one of the other projects is at least a monthly show that I'm excited about. I think
and that'll drop on this feed too, right?
That'll stay on this feed. That it's kind of being the action horror feed, you know.
And then we are going to start a second feed that you will have to subscribe to. I mean, if you want, we hope you will. And that will have 2 of the other shows that we are working on will be on that feed. So there will be 2 feeds. And then, of course, please subscribe to the affiliate shows, the Monster Movie Stomp Down, Could Be a Bad Movie Night, and Live and in Living Color with Wolfie D.
Live and in color with Wolfie
In color.
So in living color.
In living color. Yeah. I was thinking of Damon Wayne still from Last Boy Scout, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
So definitely. So we're only going to be adding 1 feed through our particular realm here.
Yeah.
But make sure you branch out and catch all the other ones as well. And then if you're listening to this, make sure you get on the Facebook group, because that's where all the information that's already established. So you're going to be getting all the jumping off information there.
Yeah.
Once we get the website built, then we will be able to tell you all the other stuff that way too. But just stick with us on the Facebook group for now. That'll be your main source of info.
Yeah,
for the foreseeable future.
That's pretty much it, and that's kind of the behind the scenes look at what we've been working on here. So, and we still try to put out a episode every 2 weeks. So we're just we think people want
where
more.
I live.
I do know.
Well, you know where you will come and get me. So
it's a long drive, but I will come and get you.
Actually, you need to drive. Are you going to drive up here soon? I've got something for you. Or do I have to send it?
You might as well hang on to it. I'll probably be up there for the holidays, but we're going to give a big shout out to our brother Cody, who's going to be celebrating his 1st year anniversary this weekend.
Wow, and that didn't take long.
No, and you know what? That was the last time I was in Ohio. I came up for his wedding, so that's why I'm going to just go ahead and say it now. It's like I haven't been in Ohio for a year, and congratulations to those 2.
Yep. Congratulations, guys. Also, as the recording of this, so when you hear it, it'll be past tense, but happy birthday to Nate.
Yep. My co-host on the
horror show. Yep. So, all right. I think that's enough shout outs to people.
That's enough shop talk. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good with shop talk.
All right. Well, this movie, of course, as you see in the little description box there, is the 1990 film Navy SEALs.
Navy SEALs.
1 hour and 53-minute runtime, rated R for ridiculous in some manners. Navy SEALs released July 20th, 1990. And it was a estimated budget of $20 million. Its opening weekend in the U.S. and Canada, they made crap. About $6.5 million is all they made their opening weekend. The worldwide gross was only just over $25 million. So this movie did not make a lot of money.
It didn't blow the socks off of people.
No, it did not. And we will kind of tell you why we think that is. As we talk about this.
This is going to be a little bit different one of our reviews / talk about type movies. This one, we've already had a long conversation today about it, so we're going to kind of retouch on some topics we want to bring up.
Well, it's funny because this is one of the movies that I saw in a theater when I was younger, 90. So that was middle school. I guess I was still junior high.
You'd be like 13 or 14.
Well, see, I graduated in 95. So this was, this would have been 8th grade, 7th grade, somewhere in that range. So I saw this in a theater with a buddy of mine. And when I saw it, I remember I liked it, quite a bit. And I've seen it a handful of times since then. You know, it's not one of those ones where I watch over and over again, like Starship Troopers or some of the other unnamed features that we have not covered yet on this show.
Yeah,
we will. But Navy SEALs is one that I'm always like, yeah, it's Navy SEALs. I know what this one is. So for the first time of seeing it in probably 5 or 6 years or so, I'm watching it and going, all right, okay, fresh eyes on this. And you and I talked about that earlier today, and we will continue to talk about that. But let me go ahead and throw a quick synopsis together for those of you unfamiliar with the movie Navy SEALs. It is exactly what you think it is. It's about a Navy SEAL team that goes on a rescue mission and finds out that a Middle Eastern terrorist group now has shoulder-mounted Stinger missiles.
Yep.
And because of the accessibility of these missiles, they can use them anywhere pretty much. And they have to go back and destroy or recapture these missiles and get them out of the hands of the terrorists. That's it. That's the synopsis of this movie. That's basically the storyline of this. Yeah. And it's real simple. There's no back plots, secondary plots, backstory. There's they try to throw 2 elements into it that kind of make you go, oh, get feels, but you know, it's a real basic testosterone filled machine gun battle, play army guys in the backyard with your buddies as a kid movie.
Well, I think all you need to do is play the trailer and then we're done, right? I mean, that's pretty simple. That's pretty cut and clean right there.
Pretty much.
Let's play the trailer for them and then let's dig into this a little bit.
All right, I'll hit this.
Look, I have a commitment to the team.
Yeah, well, the teams aren't going to last forever.
I'm sorry, guys, but I cannot be a part of this funeral procession. I'm out of here. See you later!
When danger is its own reward.
We move out together, only together.
There are men who will go anywhere.
You guys are crazy.
Proud of it, baby.
Dare anything.
We're SEAL team. We're here to get you out.
They're Navy SEALs.
See me when I'm hot.
An elite fighting force.
You don't gotta love it, you just gotta do it.
Who don't know how to lose.
Navy SEALs are paid to take risks. They're paid to die if necessary.
We go in there, we hit them, and forget them. That's what we do.
There's more to it than that.
Come on, Lieutenant. What are the SEALs up to?
Nothing special. Training.
Sounds like fun.
One is a leader.
Let me take my team back in there.
The other, a daredevil.
Yeah! That's Hawkins.
That's normal?
No, that's abnormal. I told you to stay put.
What do you want from me, huh?
You still don't get it, do you? You're looking for a rush. Well, I hope you got it.
Together, they're America's designated hitters against terrorism.
You're involved.
I don't create the news. I report it.
If America kills our people, then our people will kill Americans.
I'm going to Lebanon, baby. That's all you gotta know.
Born to risk.
We're gonna have company.
Party just got bigger.
Trained to win.
This doesn't look good.
It just got worse. Charlie Sheen. Michael Biehn. Joanne Wally-Kilmer. Navy SEALs.
Wow, I just had to play that music at the beginning again one more time. The trailer was cheesy and horrible.
I was going to say, did they literally carry out that trailer with that piano?
No, I did that one more time weird. Just because. Even okay, so they're America's designated hitters. Horrible. No, is it because Charlie Sheen had just been in Major League? Is that why you threw that out there? He was a pitcher in Major League. Okay,
I know he's a pitcher in Major League. He's Wild Thing, man.
He's the Wild Thing. This movie. Okay, so that trailer, first of all, yeah, that trailer is one of the worst trailers that we've played on this show.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
No,
it's really bad.
Didn't generate feels. You weren't hyped, and we're gonna get into that because that's a problem that plagues this movie.
Okay, let's talk about some of the positives of this movie.
Oh, there's a lot.
Excuse me again.
Don't get us wrong. There are a lot of positives.
Okay, let's start with the director. The director's name is Louis Teague. He directed Cujo and The Jewel of the Nile, were the two big ones before Navy SEALs. All right. I liked The Jewel of the Nile. I thought that was a good flick.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw Cujo.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Cujo.
Never saw Cujo.
Really?
No, I never did see Cujo. I saw Silver Bullet.
Okay.
I've seen Pet Sematary. Well, I mean, I've seen some Stephen King movies, is my point.
Okay, I get what you're
Christine, stuff like that.
Everybody has to Christine. I love that movie.
No, it's a great movie. To this day, I still, whenever I hear you knocking, but you can't come in, I think of Christine. Yeah.
Love it.
The two writers for this movie, one being Chuck Farrer. This was his first writing credit, if you look it up. But after this, he wrote Dark Man as a screenplay.
Love it.
Did Hard Target.
Love it.
Barbed Wire, The Jackal, Virus, and Red Planet. So he wrote some things that people know.
The Jackal's actually good. I like that one. Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah. And then Gary Goldman, not Gary Oldman.
Not to be confused with Gary Oldman. Gary Goldman.
Charlie first looked it up, thought it was Gary Oldman. That would have been awesome, though.
I was like, this thing jumped to Leon just because it was Gary Oldman, but it wasn't.
Well, Gary Goldman, his first big writing credit is one of my all-time favorites, Big Trouble in Little China.
I love that movie.
It's fantastic. And then he did the screenplay for Total Recall.
Again, love that movie.
Then Navy SEALs.
Yeah, I like it.
One called Next, which I'm not familiar with off the top of my head.
That's the Nick Cage, and was it Jessica Biel? I think was in that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. The remake of Total Recall,
Garbage.
He still got, he got credit for that. And an announced remake of Big Trouble in Little China.
The thing's been announced for like 3 years, so we'll see whatever happens from it. It at one point had The Rock attached.
To be what, Jack?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't gonna work for me because Jack was a everyman.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, I was not. I'm hoping that was just a rumor, or they were just trying to get some people involved. Like, how you attach a name and then people will get involved.
Sure, if you're going to give me The Rock in that, fine, but you can't do me dirty on Egg, and you can't do me dirty on David Lopan.
Yep.
Those two have got to be spot on casting.
David
and
Lopan,
I don't know off the top of
Button.
my head. Shut up, Mr. Button. I can't tell you right now off the top of my head who should play those two.
I have no clue. I don't even want to try to attempt to cast that right now.
But Big Trouble in Little China, one of my all-time absolute favorite films. Also, a film role for one of our extended buddies through your Instagram.
I am friends with a guy that was in Big Trouble in Little China, Gerald Akamura, through social media. I mean, but we have talked on private message and also, so it's not like, oh, I got a friend or I follow this guy. I have actually, through typing and text, talked with Gerald. He's a nice guy. And then we have,
of course, our patron saint Al Leon.
Patron Saint Al Leon, which I'm now one step away from Al Leon. So, Charlie, Gerald, Al Leon. So I'm trying to bridge that gap.
Is that the way it works?
That's how I'm hoping.
That sounds pretty good. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So those are three with the director, three of the big reasons that this movie should have been good.
Okay.
Should have been better.
Okay. Well, let's do this. This is going to be totally different than anything we've ever done on the show, and that's because that's this movie. Yeah. We're going to run through the action movie checklist.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Awesome cast.
Yes.
Guns.
Oh, yeah.
Military.
Yeah.
Helicopters.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
Car chases.
Yeah, car chase even. And a halo jump.
Halo jump. So we have I don't want to call skydiving sounds like it's recreational, But
submarine.
We have submarine. We have
armored vehicle.
We have aircraft carrier. We have
a Spanish aircraft carrier, but yeah.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. We have
one-liners.
One-liners.
Mm-hmm.
Navy SEALs.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the name, so you would hope we would have it.
Yeah.
A Navy SEAL training montage.
That's pretty
so
good.
We have a montage in this. A somewhat of a love interest, not really, but there is there is a woman to look at that's supposed to be somewhat attractive. Let's see. A hothead.
Yeah.
Cool under pressure guy.
Yeah.
Medic.
Yes, everyone had their role in the SEAL team. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. What else do we need in the action movie checklist? Because we've checked it all.
You need a kick-ass song. Did you hear the sarcasm in my voice when I said kick-ass song, by the way?
No, because I'm over here headbanging to it.
Strike Like Lightning by Mr. Big. Yes, folks, the I Just Want to Be With You guys are that band.
So we have our rock ballad credit closing song that was key in the 80s and 90s. Check. So, we're just going to let it play. The reason we're bringing this up is this movie check boxes every single thing that should make an action movie the greatest that's ever been. Like, they had it in front of them going, yes, yeah, more of that, more, yes, more. And this movie falls flat.
This is what this movie needs.
Medic! There you go.
It was not great. But that's what's funny is that I called you today and I went, hey man, Navy SEALs. And you're like, yeah. And I go, not great. And you went, yeah. And I went, It was good. It was fine. It was enjoyable to watch. It wasn't like, no, it's horrible. It wasn't bad necessarily.
It's entertaining.
But like you said, it should have. What did we say today? It's like, yeah, it's a steak, but it's a steak from Sizzler.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, and that's what's weird because let's talk about the cast for just a second.
Yeah, let's start with the cast.
Charlie Sheen.
Michael Biehn. Hot in the late 80s, early 90s.
Hey, look, man, I don't judge. If you think Charlie Sheen is hot,
no. Seriously, though. Charlie Sheen was an A-list actor in his prime. And I mean, I won't list every movie, but what I want to do is, starting from, let's see, let's say Young Guns.
Well, Red Dawn in 84.
That was early. I know it's awesome, but this is where we start. The Wraith, because right after it he did Platoon. So you have from 86.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 movies till we get to Navy SEALs. 86 to 1990. 4 years, 15 movies. And they're not like nothing movies.
That's including stuff like Wall Street, Young Guns, Major League. When you got Navy SEALs up there,
Platoon,
you had Platoon. And then he before that he even did, like I said, Red Dawn. He was a movie called The Boys Next Door, if you've never seen.
Yeah.
Kind of wild flick, actually.
It kept going after the 90s, too. I mean, that's when we started getting The Rookie, Hot Shots, Major League 2, the Three Musketeers. I knew you were going to say that one. We both love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to do that one. I know it's like PG, but I love Disney's version of Three Musketeers with Oliver Platt, Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Chris O'Donnell.
There it is.
I was running through my head.
I thought he was going to be a megastar.
He did the Batmans.
And he did Bat Nipples Robin.
He did that, and I think he did some kind of like climbing movie, like Vertical Limit or something. I don't know. He just kind of fell off the face of the map. We may have to talk about Chris O'Donnell one day. He's not in this movie though, and one of the few people that's not in this.
Let's see, Terminal Velocity. That was Sheen.
Yeah, it was later.
He did all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. Okay, so there's our big top billing guy right there. But we still have Michael Biehn.
Yeah.
Terminator, Aliens. Later on, he did movies like Tombstone, things like that.
Well, and let's not forget that he was in a movie with another cast member, one Mr. Bill Paxton.
Well, I said the movie they were in together. I said Terminator.
I know, but I wanted an excuse to play this bit.
I didn't know you had the drop. Otherwise, I would have let you set that up.
I love that. That's how you know things are going to. That's how you know things are going to go south.
Well, Michael Biehn got Bill Paxton the job. They were trying to fill out the cast, and he's like, "Hey, I've already worked with this guy twice. Yeah. He already did Aliens with him, so he's like, we already have that like brotherhood kind of working mentality and kinship, So it's like, bring him on. Then you get guys like Dennis Haysbert, who had
worked with Charlie Sheen in Major League.
He was in Major League. Serrano.
Yep.
You had was it Rick Rossovich was also.
Yep. He was one of the SEALs.
Yeah.
Yep. And like he had been in Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
He was also. A lot of people will know him as Slider in Top Gun, or Chris, the fireman in Roxanne, with Steve Martin, which I thought that was a fantastic movie myself, actually. Which this is not a comedy podcast, but
we watched those movies. There's nothing we can't say we didn't like a movie that's because it's not action, unless it's Backdraft. Yeah. But it's
no, you said not action.
I know. I said we can like movies that aren't action.
Yeah,
like Backdraft.
Yeah, but it is.
I know what I said, but no. Yeah. I mean, this is a stacked cast. I mean,
yeah. So again, another reason this movie should have been better than it was.
Should have been amazing. They had.
They were trained by SEALs.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up.
Yeah, for 2 weeks they were trained by SEALs. They had a little bit of a war games thing as like a graduation with the SEALs.
Yeah.
A lot of the times when you don't see their faces and you see them going through maneuvers in this movie, it's SEALs.
Yeah, each cast member that was one of the SEALs in the movie had their own actual Navy SEAL assigned to them. So if there were certain scenes that needed a bit more realism, like some of the breaching scenes, obviously the halo jump and some of the underwater stuff, those were all done by legit actual SEALs.
Yeah. The firearms in this movie, legit. MP5Ns.
Yep, all the weapons they use.
Barrett 50 cal. I mean, the grenades, the way that the grenades exploded were realistic grenade explosions.
Baseball grenades. They weren't the frag grenades. Yeah.
No, yeah, right. So, like, this movie, for realism, they tried to be pretty solid as well.
And we've already said the name of the movie, but the other reason... I don't want to say this was the reason the movie was made. I think it's the reason the Navy got on board with it was because of how well Top Gun, A, did in the box office, and B, recruitment numbers after Top Gun came out for the Navy went through the roof. So they kind of wanted to recapture that because, hey, you're going to do a movie about Navy SEALs. Let us help you get involved, which is why we got the training from the SEALs. They filmed at Norfolk, our largest Navy
fleet
base.
headquarters.
Fleet.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of fleet. our largest fleet that is docked on shore. The Navy was all for this. They're like, "What do you need?" That's pretty much how it was,
Yeah.
because we expect a lot of, and it is. If you read some of the trivia, a lot of guys that were part of like SEAL Team 6 and stuff like that were like, "Yeah, I watched that. I watched that movie, and I wanted to join." So it
Well,
worked, but it didn't do like Top Gun work.
well, yeah, not to mention that Top Gun's budget was an estimated $15 million and worldwide brought home over $357 million. So
But what we
they
just
figured,
talked
oh,
about,
you know what? Maybe we'll make some money on this one too.
but again, there was no reason this movie shouldn't have. You had more than what Top Gun had.
Here's the big thing that Top Gun had was Don Simpson, Jerry Bruckheimer attached to it as
That
production
is
company.
100% it. Now, I know that we talked about the director a little bit, and I'm not, talking bad about the guy, but this movie missed the mark. So you can have all this great stuff, and it's all filmed well. It's pretty much believable on a lot of the things that they did, but there's no like interconnecting flavor or soul to this movie, and that's what it's missing.
They attempted that with again, spoilers if you guys haven't, but at this point we do this. So like when the chief dies, they try to use that as the big emotional pivot point,
Well, that's because it's the only plot we have. He's getting married.
Yeah,
so that's the one plot we get, is they're getting ready for him to be married, and right before he says "I do," they get a beeper call for a mission, and they just all drop what they're doing and leave.
Right.
So that is this whole thing. Like, she appears, and it's I don't want to mess up her name terribly, but it's Epitha Merkerson.
The wife in Terminator 2.
The wife of Miles Dyson in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
But that was supposed to be our emotional link to this team, was through her, and it doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work
really.
At all. Not even really. It doesn't work at all. Like, I had no emotion in the funeral scene at all.
So this movie, the team was supposed to be Michael Biehn, the leader, the milder mannered leader.
He's the more reserved.
Charlie Sheen, the hothead, and Chief was like the intermediary between the two. He was the friend of both of them. And I think that was supposed to be the pivot point, that when he went down,
it divided
those two really went against each other, and then at the end kind of came back together. But it's like, I don't know, man. It just didn't work for me.
It missed.
I didn't care. I was like, oh, he died.
It 100% missed the mark. So, like you said, we got Michael Biehn, who's the team leader of this crew.
Yeah.
I believe it, but it's only because I've already seen him do it in Aliens.
No.
He kind of plays a leader role in Terminator.
Yeah.
I've seen that character, so I know what he's going to do. Then you get Charlie Sheen.
Oh, and by the way, he totally did it, because then he gets shot at the end, has to be carried around again like he does in Terminator. And
exactly. He had to get carried by Linda Hamilton, and then carried by Sigourney Weaver, and this time he got carried by Charlie Sheen. So I know what I'm getting when you put Michael Biehn in a movie. Charlie Sheen's character would never, ever be allowed to go on a mission in real life as a SEAL.
He wouldn't have passed psyche eval.
He was a psychopath in this movie. They play him up like this, like, rebellious hothead, adrenaline junkie.
Yep.
He jumps out of a Jeep, off of a bridge, into the water to get out of going to the wedding for his best friend, essentially. And you're just like, and that's how you're kind of introduced to the character. He wakes up in the ocean from drinking the night before, and then bails on everyone by jumping off a bridge. Cool to see in a movie. I love it. It's a great scene. That's it. It's a great scene. And that scene is done, and we go on to a wedding scene. That scene is done. We go on to the mission.
And here's the thing too, like the rest of the SEALs, sans God. The sniper, Bill Paxton. But with everyone else, you don't really even care about them. I mean, you got, Leary, who ended up being like their medics. You're like, okay, cool. But then you've got
Rexer,
Ramos and Rexer, and you don't even know. You don't even care about them.
You only get their name because you're hearing them being talked to in the mission scenarios. There's nothing like they try to show a little bit of camaraderie after the mission where they're all like playing poker and stuff like that. You don't get the brotherhood feel. It's kind of like Aliens. You felt like that team had done multiple missions together, would lay down their own lives for their teammates, especially like Vasquez and the other heavy gunner, and I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
But, those two had more believable brotherhood than the entire crew of Navy SEALs.
Yeah. So you didn't even care there. You know what? Here.
Drake. That's his name, Drake.
Drake. Yeah. Thank you. After the first mission, they do a debrief. I'll play a line real quick just because it's Bill Paxton and we love Bill Paxton.
We love
Bill. Primary LZ was aborted. I covered their movement to the secondary.
You engaged hostiles?
I vaporized hostiles.
Yeah, because he has a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle that has shells as big as my forearm.
Dude, I swear
he vaporized them.
I swear Stallone watched this scene of Bill Paxton with the sniper rifle, and that's why the dude in the fourth Rambo movie blows all those guys away with that sniper rifle and they like literally explode, because that's what this one does. Like, these guys get knocked backwards 20 feet sometimes when he's called God, and I like that because he oversees everything. He's kind of like the protector.
He's their Overwatch, yeah. and here's what's cool about that too is that I'll play a clip here in a minute too when they're on a another mission at the end of the movie. God goes up in a elevated position so he can start seeing they're under fire, and he goes up so he can start picking people off, and he gets hit up there, and Michael Biehn goes after him to go see what's going on. As he does, he falls money pit style into a hole in the floor, and
so weird.
I know, right? And
weird.
So a bad guy. They literally call them bad guys in this game in this movie. He shows up and he's going to shoot him, and this is Michael Biehn calling for help.
Guys, I've got company up here.
You're an American?
Guy. Come in, guy.
Your God doesn't help you now.
And that's the sound of a 50 cal bullet hitting this guy.
It blows this dude away. And
Bill Paxton did help him.
That's probably my favorite thing. It's like, he's calling for God in the radio, which is Bill Paxton's character. The terrorist hears it as he's praying to God to help him. And he's like, God can't help you now. And Bill Paxton, dying Bill Paxton, blows this dude away through a wall.
Yeah, still just nukes this dude. There's a scene in it too where he's sniping and he's trying to pick targets, and he's like, he says something like, my Starlight scope has nothing. I'll switch to thermal.
Yeah,
and he sees them behind walls, basically with thermal imaging. I could be completely wrong here, but I don't think thermal imaging was that advanced in 1990 to sit on top of a 50 cal.
Okay, because
and the distance that he had.
So
now, granted, him being a SEAL, okay, they probably had more elite gear.
Yeah, and a 50 cal can go quite a ways.
Yeah, so, but that's what I'm saying, like, not that far. He wouldn't be able to.
Being as that's my favorite character on here, I did look into it. The Starlight he has, which is like night vision, totally legit. The thermal, while it did exist and has existed since like the 60s, was such a large, loud, cumbersome machine that it, A, wouldn't go on top of a gun, and B, would not be very helpful in a scenario like that.
Well, like
but it's a movie.
FLIR technology just got big in the fire service in like the mid to late 90s.
Yeah,
So
now we
it's
can
like,
get it on our cell phones. So
yeah, it's
I
it's
mean,
easy now, but so
no,
there's
it was a cool visual, kind of
Yeah.
almost a Predator-esque kind of feel to it. Again, you also have to look at this movie like it was a giant recruitment video for the Navy. Look how badass you can be. Look at all these cool guns and weapons, and
you can jump off bridges and no problem.
Oh, and their whole so let's go. We're on our Bill Paxton kick. So let's just go ahead and bring up the other part of the movie that we both like is the golf scene where they're running around. Apparently, I'm hoping this is a military golf course because they are destroying this golf course.
It don't matter, man. They're SEALs. They can do what they want.
They all almost have their own golf cart. At one point, they start playing polo with the golf carts and golf clubs. And the reason we're bringing this up is originally the directors and writers wanted them on the beach playing games with football with bikini girls everywhere. And Bill Paxton straight up looked at them and went, they did that in Top Gun. So why don't we do something a little bit different? And had to convince them, so much so that they went, okay, but you have to direct it. So they gave Bill Paxton a second directing unit, and he directed that whole golfing scene. And honestly, it's probably the most believable part of the entire movie.
You know, Bill Paxton brings, no matter what he does, when it's Twister or even Coconut Pete and Club Dread, you know, you see Bill Paxton, you know that's going to be the best part, probably the best part of the particular film, you know, the most believable acting anyway.
We've been Bill Paxton fans forever. I mean, I know when we first met and hung out.
Oh yeah,
it was always something. Oh, Bill Paxton was in this. Oh, I love Bill Paxton. You know, and R.I.P. Bill Paxton. We miss you, but you know, man, he left a legacy that is yet to be filled.
Did you know he was in Stripes?
I did not know he was in Stripes.
He was just a random soldier in the background in the movie Stripes.
Well, he was a random dude in Commando when he was the radar tech.
Yeah.
But he got a speaking role. And he got that because of Terminator.
Right, where he was the punk.
Just punk kid. Him and the guy that played the bad guy in Cobra, Brian Thompson, was the other punk. Yeah. I forget who the third one is, but Brian Thompson's the other punk.
Yeah, so he was that, and then Weird Science right around there, and then Aliens.
Well, yeah.
So Terminator, Weird Science, Commando, Aliens in that little time frame there. Yeah, he did all right.
And Navy SEALs. So, wow. Again, there are so many scenes in this movie that are just awesome. Like, I like this movie. I really do. This is an enjoyable movie to sit down and watch. It's just not a good put together movie, though.
It's not very good.
I'm the action guy. I can find anything I love in some of the worst canon films on the planet.
Dude, this was the unmade. This is the canon film that Canon didn't put their name on.
Dan was kind of like, did Canon make this? I'm like, no. He's like, this felt like a Canon movie. And I'm like, this was like Canon with a good budget, but they didn't spend it on the writers or any kind of the script work. It was just like, we need more guns. And
they spent it on Charlie Sheen.
I'm sure he wasn't cheap.
No.
You know, this was the heyday. But
I mean, Charlie Sheen, Michael Biehn, and Val Kilmer's now ex-wife. I think that's I think that's honestly what they spent their money on.
I know. I love that in that trailer how they actually said Kilmer at the end of her name. Joan Wally. She plays the journalist.
She rolled hard with that Kilmer name.
I guess, man.
You know what? Let's go ahead and take a break real quick. When we come back, we can do the body count, we can do the Allions, and we can kind of wrap things up because just like this movie, there's not a lot of substance. I think because
we have a little bit more we can talk about. We're not going to be that fast. Come on, it's not going to be 2 hours. It's not going to be 2 hours.
I tell you what, there ain't that much.
All right,
All right, stick around.
Welcome to the Monster Movie Stomp Down, where twice a month we review monster movies from all corners of the planet. Join me, Sludge.
And I went to watch it the other night, and she's like, "Why are you watching this? You can quote this movie line for line." Like, that's very accurate.
My co-host, Mark.
Don't ask me to do a stomp down on this because it's 0.
Okay, dude. Ruben, what's your stomp down rate?
And our brother from Texas, Ruben.
It's just, I'm like, wait a minute. They tricked me into watching this.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
As we give you the history, our review, and the stomp down rating of some of the best and worst monster movies around. Available through the Podbean app, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Amazon. Make sure and check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Just how drunk are we gonna get?
Welcome to Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, where each month we drink finely crafted brews while watching terrible films in order to see just how drunk you have to get to enjoy them. So tune in and join Troy.
Killboy Crites.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Dave.
I have the weirdest boner.
And Pete. IPAs are ales, meaning they are bottom fermented. Excuse me, they are top fermented. I that up. Try that again. As we drag Kathleen.
Hear me.
Kicking and screaming through an alcohol-fueled podcast dedicated to movies of questionable quality and the frosty adult beverages that help make them tolerable. Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. Clearly, it's the beer's fault.
Hey, this is Jimmy Street, host of the Live and in Color with Wolfie D podcast. Here are the life and times of professional wrestler Wolfie D. From his times in the territories with PG-13 to his times in WWE, ECW, WCW, TNA, and more. Nothing is off limits and nothing will be held back. Available now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all major podcast formats.
All right, welcome back. Wow. Ooh, wow. I'm
That was rough. That was rough.
Yeah, I've been fighting this off for a couple of days now. We're back here on Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. This might be my last episode. I don't know if I want to make it.
You'll be
Charlie.
fine. You'll be fine.
Charlie. Charlie, talk about Navy SEALs.
That's what we've been doing. No. Yes.
All right.
Strike like lightning, man.
I told you before when I labeled that as a drop, I labeled it as "Suck Like Lightning" because that song was just.
That is the type of music that just accompanied. Again, like we said, it checked the box. Does it have a rocking soundtrack to go with the movie? Yes, and we just got done talking about the golf scene, which I like that, and I also like the scene that follows it, where Charlie Sheen's 442 Oldsmobile convertible gets towed, and he chases it on a bicycle down the street, jumps on a flatbed. Jumps onto the flatbed, unhooks his car, and drives his car off of the flatbed. He raises it up, but he drives his car off the flatbed and gone.
While this is being played.
Oh, yeah. It's gold. It's gold.
Well, I don't know. Gold
no, it is, man. If I could divide this movie up and dice it up, all the parts are awesome. Even this song. This may have to be the new hype song. Love it. This is funny. There's another podcast I listen to, and they love to point out the songs like this, and this sounds just like the same. Matter of fact, one was in The Wraith that they just covered this month with Charlie Sheen. And they've done so many others of these like 80s and 90s.
What kind of car is that in The Wraith?
It's a Dodge Interceptor, which was a one-off kit car concept. The hilarious thing, though, that a lot of people don't realize is underneath all that coolness, it was essentially like a go-kart.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's super lightweight and all this other stuff. But screw it. I'll plug the guys over at Podcasting After Dark. They're doing Wraith Timber. So they've been talking about. Well, they have another show that is $2 late fee. They talk about the soundtrack, which is fantastic. Okay, then they have Podcasting After Dark. They do a walkthrough of the movie. It's a 4-hour podcast. I'll warn you right now. And I loved every second of it. And then they $2 late fee did a interview with the guy that played Charlie Sheen's brother, Jesse. I think his name's Jesse in the movie. And they did an interview with him. So they've had like 3 episodes. And so I'm going to message them saying, hey, I know it's not the Wraith, but I'm getting a Charlie Sheen on it before the end of the month to wrap up Wraith Timber for them. But little plug for some friends. It's a great shows. Check them out.
Wraith Timber. That's for all the movies for them to choose to make an entire month out of the Wraith, huh?
That's kind of their thing, man. They don't do anything that's mainstream. Like us, I mean, we could jump right into doing Terminator 2 or we will do the Rambos, but we could have started out like that. And it's like, nah, there's some fun, obscure movies I want to talk about first.
Like I said, I did like the Wraith though, so I can't complain too much.
No, the Wraith is a fantastic movie. They actually just got re-released on Blu-ray.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, like last month or something like that. I went and bought it. It's at Walmart.
Oh, that makes sense. that actually makes sense. Yeah.
It's just we'll just plug it now. If you've never seen the Wraith, go rent it, buy it, wherever you got to do. It's an excellent movie.
Navy SEAL. I was thinking about Navy SEALs again because that's the episode we're supposed to be doing.
I was going to say that's kind of what we should be talking about, not the Wraith.
Look, man, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, we've kind of talked about it, but
there's a little bit more we can squeeze out of this movie.
Well, what I was going to say though is that a lot of this filmed in Norfolk, Virginia, where at the naval station there, but a lot of the other stuff, the overseas footage, was all in Spain.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Excuse me. And
you don't hear that very often when they talk about filming movies.
No. So, but all the military vehicles you see in this, the sub, the carrier, the chopper, and stuff like that, it was all Spanish military. So if you watch the scene where they're on the carrier going up the elevator, you can see a Spanish flag in the background.
There is. Like almost everything was Spanish or American except for the Russian APC at the end of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like you said, they had to fit in a car chase still.
And it was, you get the most mundane looking 4-door Volvo Saab sedan. And like 5 Navy SEALs are inside of it running away from the bad guys. And the bad guys have this 6-wheeled APC chasing them through town. And literally busts through a wall as it's chasing them. It is, again, there's nothing in that scene I didn't love. I loved every bit of that car chase. It was awesome. It didn't help the movie any.
Well, there's a few quotes in this movie that actually were pretty good. Very classic 80s, 90s quotes. For example, Hawkins, Charlie Sheen's character, he was talking to the guys. He was like, for God's sake, be careful out there. Ramos goes, if I were going to be careful, I'd have joined the Coast Guard.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
That's a good line. So there are some good lines in there.
And the way Charlie Sheen even delivered that, I was like, he did this like whole like voice to it that wasn't like his character voice. He was like, God's sakes, guys, be careful out there. Almost sarcastically, but not,
Yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of cool lines in this movie. Like I said, there was a Stinger missiles in it. Those are cool.
We have a drop for the Stinger missile part, don't we?
We do, as a matter of fact. So when they try to go and take out, when they first come across the Stinger missiles, they're actually on a rescue mission.
Yeah, so they're not there for that. They get intel, and Intel A was way off because there's way more people there than what they were.
Military intelligence. What do you expect?
Exactly. So what they're doing is they're getting the hostages secured. One's been shot, so they're stabilizing him. Chief, initially, his first job is to get any paperwork or anything he can grab within sight.
Intel stuff.
Intel to grab. Charlie Sheen and Ramos are clearing unsecured areas that are like within sight. It's a big complex, so they're like checking doors. They find a locked one. There's a tiny subplot with the main villain gets past them because he acts like he's an Egyptian sailor and beats himself up. And Charlie Sheen's like, I want to kill this guy. I want to smoke him, but they're in a rush. And so they're on their way out. They get kind of split off because they're laying cover fire down. So Charlie Sheen and Chief end up separated, get into a small firefight, duck into this other warehouse, and realize the terrorists aren't shooting at them. And they're looking around like, what the heck? And Charlie Sheen brushes off this crate, and it in American, it's Stinger missiles. I think they're called
American missile.
Red Eye or something like that.
Well, the Red Eye missile actually was the precursor to the Stinger.
It's essentially a shoulder-mounted missile launcher.
Yeah.
It can take down planes. It can go miles. So in the event of that, they're trying to figure out what to do. Charlie Sheen grabs 2 grenades, throws one in the doorway where the bad guys were, and Chief's like, okay, now what? And Charlie Sheen pulls the pin on the second one and just barely lobs it over his shoulder into the crate and says, run! And they take off running just as the grenade's getting ready to blow up. And this is the drop.
It didn't blow.
No shit, sir.
Yeah, even if you look at Charlie Sheen too during that scene, like he's got wild eyes, kind of when it blows up and stuff.
He does, man. I mean, he
did a good job of being insane because it's Charlie Sheen. It's not far from the
No, he probably had a bump or two before each scene, so I'm sure he was riding the white tiger and some tiger blood the whole time. So
yeah, exactly. He was striking like lightning.
Yeah, he was hot like lightning or strike like lightning,
something like that.
Lightning bolt up his arse.
Yeah. When you told me we were doing this movie and Charlie Sheen, you're like, let's do Navy SEALs. Charlie Sheen shoots a lot of bad guys. I said, okay, I started getting drops. And for some reason, I got this one.
War. It's fantastic.
I think that's a different movie, sir.
I was confused for a moment.
No, but it totally fits, man. You're watching this and that's kind of this movie. War. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. This movie's like, hey, kids, do you like killing bad guys? That's exactly that's exactly what this movie is.
That's the new trailer we make where it's just a recruitment talking to a bunch of kindergarten kids. It's like,
exactly.
Do you like guns and explosions? Yeah.
Hey kids, do you like killing bad guys? Exactly.
That the whole time in the background. That's perfect. Yeah. Let's remake Navy SEAls.
And as they're shooting all the bad guys in the background, you see like bikini chicks or something. And that's what this recruiting video should have been.
100%. I'm behind that.
That's essentially what it was. It was pretty insane, dude.
You know what? I'll to repeat what I just said. I am 100% for them remaking Navy SEAls. Let's just say that. They can't ruin it. Let's remake it. Give me a new Navy SEAls.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. They're remaking everything else anyway. They might
as well, man.
We've gotten Red Dawn. We've gotten Lethal Weapon as a TV series. Might as well make, Navy SEAls at this
Give me
point.
Navy SEAls.
Exactly.
That summed this movie up 100%. War. It's fantastic.
That's pretty much it.
That was another thing when we were talking earlier. We kind of nailed it. It was like, this movie is essentially what you would imagine like 5 or 6 of your best friends getting together playing in the backyard, and we're going to play war. Okay, I'm going to be the leader, and so everyone has to do what I say, and then you got the other kid that wanted to be leader, but everyone voted him out. So he's going to be the hothead Charlie Sheen character.
One guy's like, I'm going to be a sniper because I found the longer stick.
Yeah,
okay,
he got
good.
the longer stick, so he's the sniper calling himself God the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what this movie was just a group of kids playing war in the background.
And they're like, okay, who's the bad guys? Well, who's the bad guys on the news right now? Middle East terrorists. That's the bad guys.
Yeah, this was literally a coin toss of should it be Russians or should it be Middle Eastern terrorists?
Yeah, there's comparisons to be made with this and Delta Force, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like Delta Force still had better feels to it and a lot better music.
I cared about the characters in Delta Force.
Yeah.
I really did. I cared about the hostages. I cared about you got a feel for the team a little bit. Unbelievably, we're going to say Canon kind of did it a little bit better.
Hard to believe.
Had they had Delta Force had the amount of action and budget that Navy SEALs did, you put the two together, it would have been the blockbuster of all blockbusters.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
Delta SEALs.
Delta SEALs. Didn't they make a version of this called like Operation Delta Force or something? Or did they use footage of this in that?
Why would they have used SEALs for Delta Force?
No, Operation. Shoot. I thought that there was another movie that they used scenes of this and kind of filtered them into it.
News to me. I don't know that one.
Let me look this up. Hold on a second.
Look it up.
Edited into Operation Delta Force in 1997.
Navy SEALs was?
That's what it says. It says part of this movie, Navy SEALs, has been constructed by editing footage from a previous okay. Part of the movie Operation Delta Force in 1997, which is a TV movie, part of that movie had been constructed by editing footage from a previous title, Navy SEALs.
Wow. I mean, I've heard of them doing that, depending on who owns the rights, but...
The movie Desert Thunder, 1999, footage of their parachute jumps from the airplane into the water and some other scenes came from Navy SEALs.
I could see that. I could see them, because that would be an expensive thing to film for a low-budget TV show.
Well, I see 2005, The Marksman, which is a video, I guess it says. The scene where the team jumps out of the plane is stock footage from Navy SEAls.
Okay, I'm starting to see a theme here. Let's take the most expensive scene in the movie, because they really did do that. They had guys jump out of a plane. I don't think it was 6 miles like they said, but they did have to fake the failed parachute. That was legit. Where they had to cut away the chute and pop the reserve before he hit water. By God, we don't care what the stuntmen have to go through as long as we get a good shot. But
that's right.
God bless them, man.
The stuntmen are like SEALs. They get paid to take risks. That's what they're paid for.
I love it.
Now we would be remiss. We would be remiss if we did not mention the fact that as they're hiding, a terrorist comes over to Charlie Sheen and starts talking to him, and he shoots him and says, "Boring conversation anyway. We're going to have company."
Yeah, we got to throw the Star Wars line in there.
Ooh,
wow, I almost faux pod. I almost faux pod. No, a lot of talking. Maybe I'm sick now.
Yeah,
that's what
you might be.
I caught what you have telecommunication wise. No, but I don't know, man. I want it. I've seen this movie a lot. I really have. And this is probably the first time, I guess, because of doing the podcast, where I feel like I need to watch it closer. Where I'm like, I like this movie, but it's missing something. It just...
This movie, again, like we said, was good, but it wasn't great. And I think that I can't pull specific stuff from it to express on this episode, because that wasn't enough.
Well, it's like what I said earlier. If you chop this up into little bitty pieces, I love every little piece. We're not going to play any clips or really repeat, but let's just say there's some very racist and
There's some very cancel culture stuff that Charlie Sheen's character does in this movie.
I think even for the 90s, that had to be kind of, maybe you shouldn't have done that. So barring that and maybe some of the forced love interest between Michael Biehn and Joan Wally, even though there wasn't any. Joan Wall Kilmer. She's not that now, so I guess if we want her on as a guest, we can't say that. But they had this like, it wasn't even a will they, won't they? It was just here's the good looking dude, the good looking girl. They're out to dinner. They're close. Nothing ever happens from it.
At one part, she's asleep in the bed. He's just sitting there. It's like, so did they? Didn't?
I think there was a cut scene when I read about it. There was supposed to be, but it just didn't work. It was.
They're like you know it's real bad when they cut out the banging scene.
It's real bad when there's not a making of a 90s or 80s movie, and there's nothing on this movie for behind the scenes.
The most offensive thing in this movie, though, not the language that Sheen's character or any of that, it's this.
Stop it. I'm going to make that my
ringtone.
I'm making it my ringtone.
You should get that tattooed on your back. Just the lyrics for that song.
I should. Strike like lightning.
Yeah, exactly. Horrible. Charlie.
I love it. What? You want to make this one of the shortest? Well, it can't be because Delta Force was our shortest.
But. Yeah, this is a shorter one. Just I'm out of stuff to say about it.
No, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I honestly think though we have covered this movie and explained.
I think we have. That's the point. I think that this movie is the length of this podcast and how much we've squeezed every ounce out of it. This movie should tell you what this movie is.
Right. And
I can't believe it was almost 2 hours long.
I think that is one of the other detriments to this movie is
maybe it's in the editing. Maybe it's all in the editing.
That's what it is, because you're right. This is an hour and 50 some odd minutes. It's
53, I think. Yeah.
So there's a ton of stuff that could be cut from this movie and tighten it up to like a good 80, 90 minute action flick, which is what they should be. There's not enough substance of this. You get tired through this movie. Although it has the kind of pace though, where it's like action, little bit of slow, action, little bit of slow. There is a bunch of action in this movie.
All right. Well, you know what? I looked up the editor thinking maybe it's the editor's fault. Maybe the editor didn't do a very good job.
He did it for free if I read it correctly.
Well, I'm looking at the credits, and I will just hit some highlights for you.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Cobra, Over the Top, Navy SEALs, Prince of Tides, which not an action movie, but it was a good film. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Patch Adams, Galaxy Quest.
I love Galaxy Quest.
Night at the Museum, Rush Hour 3, Men in Black 3, Red 2, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Okay, it's not the editor's fault.
No.
So
now we can say it wasn't his fault directly. That doesn't mean that someone wasn't over top of him saying, no, you can't cut that, or yes, you have to leave that in. You know what I mean? Sometimes your hands are tied.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and blame the producers, the production company, the big bosses, because I'm out of ideas beyond that. Because, like you said, this movie should be good.
Yeah,
it ain't.
No, I mean that's the short and skinny of it is
the story is equivalent to a live action G.I. Joe episode.
Yeah, it really is. It has everything you're supposed to love in an action movie. Period. This movie checks every box. There's not a box left unchecked. There's no boobs, but there's no box that's not hit and no like high point. If you're watching this in clips, they're awesome clips. When you watch him jump off the bridge, it's awesome. When he steals his car back, it's awesome. The battles when they're rescuing the hostages, awesome. There's shootouts. The APC car chase, fantastic. The underwater kill of the main baddie was a lot to be desired, and there was no blood. Even Jackie, normally I talk about Jackie watching these. She goes,
"Yeah,
where was the blood? He just cut his throat." I'm like,
I think there's only like 3 blood splatters.
Yeah, this isn't
in the whole movie.
This
There's
movie
not
is
a lot of blood.
This movie's rated R because of language.
Yeah,
There's nothing else in this movie that would make it R rated.
Yeah, like I said, again, all the elements should have it should have made a better stew.
Right. You can have the best ingredients on the planet, but if you don't cook it right.
It might be too many ingredients in the stew. They tried to make it too much.
Some flavors overpower other flavors. There's no subtlety into it. We're
Correct.
now a cooking show. We'll have to get Gordon Ramsay on here. What's wrong with this movie? It's shit. It's just shit.
War. It's fantastic.
All right, there we go. Now we're back into
I'm sticking with that. That's the movie. That clip right there is the movie.
All right. Well, then let's get to something a little more us, and let's let you count this up.
Yeah.
Body count. Body count. All right. So, what's the body count of this film?
Not really surprisingly, once you watch it and see all the battles with the dead terrorists, 44.
That's it? I expected it to be more.
Nope.
Does that count for the 3 SEAL members that died? 3 SEAL members that died in the entire film? Chief, God, Rexer?
Is it Rexer
that gets waxed?
Well, does he get waxed or do they? No, he gets waxed because the last one is wounded.
He was the one driving.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, that's counting everyone. Now again, this is only counting like actual like on screen,
right.
deaths. But once you start thinking about the amount of shootouts, like when they grabbed the hostages, it was very low key, and they're running. So then they go onto the ship that they get duped, and they only kill 2 bad guys on that one.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the one he didn't die. They didn't kill the one. He blew himself up.
But this is body count, which means people that died. So he set off his own booby trap and he died. And then Charlie Sheen hip fires and kills a guy that's holding a woman hostage.
Yeah.
Again, cool scene.
Because he says something about his mom.
That was funny because the guy's talking in whatever language it is, and the other SEAL guy is the interpreter. Charlie Sheen looks at him and goes, "What did he say?" He goes, "It was about your mom." And Charlie Sheen shoots him between the eyes and goes, "No one talks about mom." Exactly. And all I can picture is the mom from 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
But and I have no asterisks. I have nothing to add. This is just your run-of-the-mill body count. They shot guys and they died.
I regret watching this movie now in this episode.
I don't regret watching it. I don't. Will I watch it again? Probably. I'll probably be like, what haven't I watched in a while? Navy SEALs.
Ooh, Navy SEALs. Yeah, but you know what? It didn't make for a very good episode.
Well, I don't know if I would say that. I think this is different. And we could just sit here and synopsize movies all day long and talk about how great some movies are. I like this because this kind of broke me out of there is no I got to change how I said that because I don't want to say this movie isn't bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not.
This one broke me out of my rose-colored glasses of all these are fantastic and I can't ever drop one below a 7. I can't, that's what this movie did. And I gave away a little bit of what I'm going to rate it, but I think you'll still be surprised.
Well, then let's go ahead and rate it then.
Let's rate this.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Yeah.
That'll work. That'll work. He doesn't talk a lot.
No, he just punches people and shoots them and shit. All right, Charlie. I'm going to go ahead and start this one off.
You go first. You go first. Yeah.
And I'm going to give it 6 Alliangs.
Okay.
And you're damn good. You're damn lucky to get that. But no, seriously, like the cast, solid. The director and writing credits, solid. This movie, again, for the umpteenth time, I'm tired of saying it, should have been better than it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm 6.5 Alliangs. Again, I agree with you. We've said it so many times now, it's just getting repetitive. There's no reason this movie shouldn't be among the great movies out there for the action. This one should be like right next to Delta Force. It should be next to Commando. There's nothing in this movie that shouldn't be there, but it's not. I'm sticking with my. It has everything except the soul of an action movie.
Every hot dog doesn't need to have ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, relish, hot peppers, and coleslaw on it.
Yeah, the hot dog eventually gets lost, and you get a soggy bun.
I hate soggy buns.
I really do hate soggy buns. I look, man. I'm a ketchup and mustard hot dog man. You
know what I hate? I hate being sick and trying to do one of these podcasts.
This is like what, your second or third time doing this? You're not as bad as one of them we did, where I think you were literally dead.
Yeah, I told you to talk and I laid down basically and just let you.
That's what. Every once in a while, his head would come up and he would move it like he was talking. So yeah. I was talking to the hand puppet guy.
Basically, yeah. This one,
I've seen that movie somewhere.
And like I said, it's head cold. It's all good, but it's just my throat's been sore, my chest is sore from coughing and hacking, and oh man, I feel like Navy SEALs. I should be better than I am.
There's no reason I should be sick, but
That's right. There's no reason. I'm sick because my kids went to school and they got with other kids and they got sick and brought it back to me. Damn Navy SEAL kids. That's what it was.
And
did that make any sense?
I will tell people to watch this movie. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go, don't waste your time, because there's the good in it is good and worth watching. It really is. Bill Paxton alone, it's worth seeing him in this movie. And you can tell that even he is there because the clip we played of him, that's the same tone of voice he talked in the entire movie. Was this very low key kind of guy. That's what he's scared to jump out of the plane at one point, and he's like, "There's no point in jumping out of a perfectly good airplane." Okay, man. How about a little emotion?
Well, I do love the line though. They go, "You don't have to like it, you just have to do it," or "You don't have to love it, you just have to do it." I think
you don't have to love it, you just have to do it. So
pretty good line.
I say watch it maybe once. I will go on record and say this is probably my anywhere between 10 to 15th time of. I own it. That's what it is. Dan got this on Pluto
TV.
Pluto streaming it, and I have the DVD. So that
this is probably the 4th time I've seen it.
I know me and you have watched it.
Well, maybe 5th then.
And I know we didn't bag on it. This is one of those rare ones that you even brought it up and was like, I knew you were going to pick it. He put it in there knowing I'm going to pick that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, it should have been better. Pretty simple. Navy SEALs.
It wasn't. Why don't everyone out there listening, you watch it and then tell us what you thought on the in the Facebook group. Find the post of this movie. We will obviously post that we dropped the episode. When we do, find that post and comment below. Let us know what you think about Navy SEALs.
That's right. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm gonna eat them cough drops as soon as I'm done. That's what I'm gonna do.
chew them up like can't. Why do they make cough drops taste like candy though? You remember the
Lutens?
the wild cherry, Lutens?
Yeah,
dude, I can eat those. I can eat them as candy.
Well, they were. They didn't really help it.
Not really, no.
They didn't help. They didn't help with shit.
Now we're a pharmacy show.
Well, with your family, we could be.
That's true.
You have what? 5 pharmacists in your family, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then
5.
how many techs?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, techs? I'll be counting for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Benjamin just passed his tech test, so.
Did he really?
Yep.
Oh, well, good for him. I'm surprised Anthony hasn't yet. So,
as long as he passes tests, I don't care what they are.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Let me get my cards here.
Get your cue cards. This is the only scripted part of the show.
That's it. Make sure you subscribe and like the show, please. You can check us out on Podbean, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Spotify, Amazon,
Google Play, Alexa, pretty much anywhere.
There's so many. It's like, we just go to your one you like and look us up.
Yeah, and then just subscribe, because if you subscribe, you will catch all the episodes, even when we start adding the new shows to this feed, and or hint, 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 the surprise shows that may come down the pipe. There will be surprise shows. Yeah, there will be. So get in the Facebook group. If you don't, we will hunt you down. Instagram, that's where Charlie shares a lot of stuff. Check that out as well.
Yep.
Email us at, say it along with me, Pete, gmbmampod@gmail.com. And we would like to thank Mountain Empire Comics in Bristol and Johnson City, Tennessee, respectively. You can check them out on Facebook. We have already told you to check out Sludgecast, Good Beer Bad Movie Night, live and in color with Wolfie D. I think that's the 3 right now.
Yep,
yeah,
that's our 3 right now.
That's good. Okay, I don't know. There may be something else that I haven't heard about yet today. It seems like things have, the way it's gone very quickly from, hey Charlie, you want to do a podcast? Yeah, to, hey, what's going on again? Yeah, we got a network now. Oh, okay.
I inadvertently created a network, and you say it jokingly. There may be another one on the way from another podcaster.
yeah. So if you're a podcaster out there and you like this show and you want to be a part of the family, email us, talk to us.
There you go.
See what we can do.
See if there's a spot for you.
Yeah, we can. We're just pull another chair up to the table. Now we do know that people have asked. There has been a small demand, and we have heard it, and we are working on some merch.
Yes,
it's a little bit down the road still, but we are working on it. We have heard you. We're going to get some stuff together. We'll let you know when it is.
And I know some people are going to be like, well, just upload it to one of those t-shirt sites that I see all over the internet. And I'm like, you're not wrong. I can literally just upload our logos. But I've been looking into them, and some of the best ones that are popular, for some reason, their shipping is like $12 to $15. And
plus,
if you're
we
buying
have some cool ideas,
and if you're buying a $15 to $20 shirt and you have to pay another $15 on it,
right?
I don't blame you for not buying merch.
Well, we have a couple cool ideas for packaging and stuff like that to do in-house. So we want to try that instead. Maybe it turns out to where we put it up on Teespring or
we may still put that option
or somebody
up,
like that. But
even if we do some of it in-house, we may still put that option up there. Some people just like the convenience, or if you use them a lot, you're already like, well, I'm going to order 27 t-shirts. That shipping isn't that bad when you spread it out along that amount. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, at that point.
But we are in the process of merch. I kind of wanted to get the network thing situated before I jumped into that, because you need a website. You need all this other stuff for promotions.
Oh, Charlie.
You done there, big guy? Huh?
I'm wiped. Seriously, I would have taken days off this week, but I couldn't.
No,
we had a guy on vacation. I couldn't take time off, so it is what it is.
Well, my gift to you is an under 2 hour
Yeah, an hour and a half podcast.
An hour and a half podcast. That's my gift to you, that you really tried to get it at an hour earlier.
Well, honestly, too, if I would have cut out all the time of me gasping for air and pausing while I took a drink of water and stuff, it'd probably be shorter than that even, but...
It's fine, man. It's fine.
Hey, it's one of those ones, man. It is what it is today.
Hey, man, this show,
like I said,
it strikes like lightning, man.
This show is like this.
Medic!
That's what this show is today. It's
this episode, not the show. Come on.
Well,
man.
This episode is that. This show is.
I love it.
I know. Actually,
I love it.
This show is
War. It's fantastic.
There it is.
I think we have a new permanent drop in the repertoire.
You love that guy.
War, medic, and leave. Those are my three favorites.
Well, I'm running out of rooms for the drops on this program, so someone's going to have to come off a few bucks to get me a Roadcaster eventually. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Charlie, do the thing.
I'll be back.
I knew you'd say that.